Stop interrupting my intros. Hi, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Welcome back to the Cave Factory. And no, I actually had to go find the zombified piglin to uninterrupt my intros. And yeah, I was just playing around with my new railgun that I made from immersive engineering. It's actually pretty... I don't know actually if it is awesome or if it is just all the weird trinkets and things I have that are improving my damage. I have no idea. This thing here like gives +2 damage, and I'm pretty sure in here I also have something that is giving me, like, I don't know, creeper will not explode, that's nice, but do I have something? Well, 10% more damage. Let's see, is there anything else? No, well, life stealing. Didn't even remember that I had it. But yeah, I have a bunch of weird things like +1 looting, the luck 2, even more looting. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to test my railgun. I'm not even sure I'm gonna use it instead of the bow, because it actually requires ammo. It's shooting iron rods. Actually, it can also shoot steel rods, but I kind of don't want to waste steel for now until I have finished all the singularities, because, of course, that's where we're picking up today. After the previous episode, I have started making singularities. So I made myself an ultimate crafting table, and... these are the singularities needed for the ultimate singularity, except I'm still missing a few. I have the glowstone is the last one here, right? So this is the crafting table, and I'm missing this one, and that one. And that is the cactus one, that is the slate one, and that's the andesite alloy. I'm pretty sure I should have enough andesite alloy now. I do have a machine making andesite alloy somewhere. Oh, I keep forgetting where it is. It's not here, it should be in this room, yeah. I have a mixer that is making andesite alloy, and I just replaced this, I think it was just an adjustable crate. I replaced it with oak drawers, and that should give us enough andesite alloy. I'm just gonna show you how I've been making these singularities, because it's kind of useful. So I have an exporter from my storage system here. I just drop it here, and it exports andesite alloy quite fast. Of course, it has a stack upgrade and 3 speed upgrades. I think is the fastest you can get them. Now it is processing this. So I just removed it from the filter, and I removed the extra stacks here so we don't start processing the next one. And for some reason, when it's connected like this, it doesn't show the progress bar. But trust me, it is progressing. It is baking the singularity. You can actually see an animation on top of here. Now it takes a while, but it doesn't take that long, and it makes the singularity. By the way, I am powering this with something that people have been telling me to use for a long time that I've been refusing to use. I started using flux networks. I'm kind of iffy about that, but the advantage of the flux networks, as you can see here, it's actually powering this thing fast enough. And there we go. That's my andesite alloy singularity. Where did it belong here? This is shapeless, so it doesn't really matter where I put it, but I kind of want to put it so I just keep track of things myself. Right, so now we're missing 2 more. Cactus and slate. I've been poking around here for quite a few hours, so I suspect we might be close to... Oh yes, we are close enough to cactus. So let's just finish the cactus. Boink, I put it in an exporter. We're exporting cactus here. And the last thing that we're gonna have is the slate singularity, because I still haven't tried to produce all the slates, but that will be our next project. Right, cactus done. Let's put it in here, and let's try to figure out how to make slates. Actually, before I go over there, where I don't have any connect to my storage system, I think I'm gonna hook up to my storage system. Maybe in this room, oh yeah, here we have cables easily accessible. So I'm thinking I could do something like this. I'm gonna take 1 oak drawers here. I'm gonna install a storage upgrade free, because that is carefully calculated, gives us 256 stacks, which should be plenty enough. And let's take an exporter. And we will also need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speed upgrades, and 4 of those are getting converted into a stack upgrade. There we go. We connect the exporter here. give it all the upgrades, and we're gonna export stone into this thing. Yeah, this should go fast enough. I need to fill this whole thing with stone because we're gonna be converting those stones into slates. Alright, that was done. Let's pick that up. Don't need that connection anymore. And let's go to the altar and try to automate the altar. I have tried this in the past, right, but it wasn't particularly successful. I do have this chest here, but of course this chest is absolutely not enough. It probably got picked up by that thing. Yeah, it did. So this is my stone. I'm gonna connect it here. Before we do anything semi-intelligent here, let's connect the output as well. And I'm actually, nothing is being fed anywhere. That's exactly what I want for now. This will be our destination. And I need to give it a storage upgrade to 256 stacks. Now, no, this shouldn't be sucking any items out. Let's just make one slate. That went fast enough. Let's get an advanced pipe upgrade because we will need that for filtering. Now this will be sucking items out, but it will only be sucking out blank slates because we need 10,000 blank slates or something like that. Now the question is, if I do this, will we be doing a stack at a time, or will we be doing, I don't know, 50 stacks at a time, which probably won't work? Well, there is only one way to find out. There is actually multiple ways of finding out, but this is the way I am gonna do it. It is feeding... Okay, it is feeding stone, but kind of slowly. And yes, it is doing one stack at a time. And that is actually sucking a lot of blood, so... Let's enable the grinder, and yeah, this should work. I am actually worried about one thing. I am worried that I might actually run out of blood in my network that is powering the ritual that is killing the zombies, right? So I maybe need to build a second altar where I be feeding blood from here into that altar somehow. We'll see. Like, for now, this seems to work, and maybe I'll have to interrupt at some point to refill blood in my network, but it shouldn't be that horrible. Right, first stack done. Now we need 255 more stacks, and we'll be done with the slates, hopefully. I'll just stand here and stare at this for a while. See you in a bit. Alright, we have over 5,000, so I'm gonna stop this for now. And just convert these into a singularity, just to double check that everything is working fine, so I can disconnect the pipe here without affecting that one too much. I'm not gonna let it finish. I was about to say I'm gonna let them finish, but I'm too impatient. We can finish that later. And I need to refill my orb. But I've done some math. Like, I refilled the orb a little bit halfway through this process here. It took a little bit over an hour, so it is not the fastest, but like it's okay. It took about an hour. It's fine. And I did some math, and basically the blood in my network is enough to power the ritual down here, right? The ritual that is killing the zombies. It's enough to power it for about 5,000-6,000 of those, so I didn't actually have to refill. So basically I can do one singularity per hour without too much magic. It basically, like, things just kind of work, and then I have to refill my orb, otherwise the killing ritual will stop working. It's not perfect. I think the perfect setup would be to have two altars, and one altar is constantly killing the zombies and has my blood orb in it. And the other altar with just piping the blood into it and doing all the crafting there. But this is good enough. Like, I maybe need to do 3 singularities, so I need to repeat this process 3 times. Where is that? Oh, the drawers probably ended up here. Yeah, this is my loot pickup system. It's throwing away... Like, it's throwing away these things. It doesn't throw anything else away, and that's good enough. It's actually a decent feather and chicken farm. Anyway, let's go make the singularity. And I think the least complicated way to make the singularity is to just add an external storage onto these drawers here. Pick up one of these and do it the exact... That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Just like I did with all the others. Yeah. And now we're just sucking them. Like, oh, this took an hour to make, and it takes 30 seconds or 20 seconds to suck them all up. There we go. Yes, 5,000. We pick this up. We pick this up. And after this, we should have all the singularities to finish our ultimate singularity. You just pick this up because I don't want it there anymore. Can remove that one too. And let this thing finish processing. There we go. The slate singularity is done. So if I insert it here, yes. Ta-da! Ultimate singularity. Woo! Okay, what can we do with this thing? So, yes, the first thing I definitely want to do, like, the infinite fluid storage part, like, I haven't been using my refined storage system for storing fluids at all, like, not at all. Maybe could be a good idea to pipe the experience there. Maybe it could be a good idea to, I don't know, like milk or the honey. Although I'm pretty sure like my honey farm isn't that productive. Yeah, we haven't even filled this tank yet. How much honey is this? This is, I have 123 buckets of honey. So like, yeah, I have been using the honey. I don't even know if I need the fluid storage part. And like, for that matter, like the infinite storage part, it's not strictly necessary either. I mean, I want to do the challenges, so I'm gonna eventually do them. But like, this is like I have 1,000,000 item storage, and I'm using 71,000, 71.4 thousand of those items. And so I don't really need an infinite storage. Like I have many more items in my storage system, right? But all of them are in external storages like this. So I think this thing, yeah, just this thing has more items in it than my entire storage system. But on the other hand, like I'm never planning to stop the kelp farm or the wood farm or stuff like that. And I'm assuming it would be slightly less laggy if I was just piping all these items into the storage. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna make the final ultimate super storage part. And I have the blueprints for that in here. Right? And I think the part is called 1048 mega item storage part. And I need 3 of them. Let me just double check that I'm not lying. No, I need 1 to 3 of them to make the infinite storage part. So let's just see. I haven't actually ever tried this. So what happens if I want to make 3 of them? Oh, wow. Okay, I have 1,000 of quartz enriched iron and I need 264,000. And basic processors, I thought 64,000 would be enough. Nope, not even close. 170,000 more. I'm missing 500,000 of glass and I am missing... oh, wow. The silicon is almost 600,000 silicon. Uh-oh. Do I even have that much quartz? Yes, I do. Do I? No, it's 300,000 quartz. Oh, wow. And I'm actually running out of quartz. Why am I running out of quartz? Did I... At some point, did I turn off the magical machine inside the magical dimension and forgot about it? No, we are still making quartz in large amounts. Well, this is not huge amounts, but interesting. So this should be making quartz, but clearly it isn't making enough quartz. That's good to know. So we might actually not be ready to finish the infinite storage part. Can I at least make 1 of them? This is doable. This is doable. Oh, wow. The amount of silicon I'm missing is absolutely horrible. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm just gonna make autocrafters for 1K storage parts, 4K storage parts, and 16K storage parts. Because I think those 4 are the ones that are eating the most of those, so eventually they'll catch up. Let's see how they are made. I want to make parts that are eating each of the processor types. That's probably the best idea. So 64K is eating advanced processors, and the 16K is not. So I want to make 4K, 16K, and 64K, and then I will be using each type of processor. And how do we make these? We just need mechanical crafters for this. Okay, that's fine. I know what to do. Let's build a bunch of machines. Alright, we have autocrafting for the storage components, but unfortunately, this is very, 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 very slow. So this stuff here, like I've been at it for a couple of hours. I've been doing other things in here, and we have 4 stacks, and we need 100 of those, right? Like, if I remember correctly, it was around the 100 stacks. That's why I upgraded the storage. Let's see. 10, 48, and we need to make 3 of them, and this is the 64k storage part. Yeah, this is like 100, 200 free stacks, so it's not great. This will take several days to run, and by the way, I have sped it up. So the reason why it's slow, right, is this crafter is running at full speed. This is creating the 1k parts. And the 1k parts are just getting sucked up immediately, going into the second crafter, which is making the 4k parts, 16k parts, and the 64k parts. The problem is that this one needs 3 of those, so it's running at 1/3 speed of that one, and this one needs 3 of those, so it's running at 1/3 speed of that one and 1/9 speed of that one. And this one is running at 1/3 speed of that one, 1/9 speed of that one, and 1/27 speed of that one. So to speed things up, I got myself autocrafting tables, and yes, they are definitely much faster. And I replaced both the, well, didn't replace, I kind of in parallel plugged it in to the first step. So this one is making the 1k parts as well. And we have on the other side here, because the layout here is kind of awkward, and I'm making 4k parts on this side. Now my bottleneck is actually the quartz enriched iron, I was about to say, but it actually doesn't seem to be interesting. It was for a while. Yeah, I am kind of running out all the time, so I might need to add an autocrafting table for that. I'm not sure. Maybe I should add an autocrafting table here as well. The problem is that they are kind of like, I connected them to Flex Network, but they're eating like 600, I think this one is crafting continuously, yeah. It's eating 500 to 600 FE per tick, which is quite a lot. It's still not, like, it's not sucking my reactor dry, and the reactor is gonna have you raiding forever, so it's kind of fine. But it is a lot of power. I'm not exactly sure how to approach this. But I will let these ones run for a while, see, like, I probably will AFK this overnight and see where we end up. Will I run out of quartz? Well, I have used 20,000 quartz already, so that's quite a bit. I might need to go and... do we actually need to quarry the nether? I kind of said it that I will need to quarry the nether for the soul sand. Do we need to quarry the nether for quartz as well? I will look at my options. I will see how I can get quartz the easiest, fastest way, or the doesn't have to be the easiest or the fastest, right? Like, I'm not opposed to doing hard things that are complicated, but I mean, like, I need huge quantities and relatively fast. That's what I mean. Let's poke at that, see if I can find quartz, because I kind of really want to make one infinite part today. Otherwise, today's episode is going to be weird. We're going to start... We started this project in the previous episode, and we're going to still keep starting this project in this episode, and that will annoy me. So let's try to find a lot of quartz and speed all of this up. All right, I sped it up pretty much as I can right now, and well, let me explain how this actually works. It's nothing too complicated. So we have these automatic crafting tables. They are from the extended crafting mod, right? They are auto-crafting, one of these, just like the basic ones. I don't even need to build the big ones. I just needed the most basic ones. The hardest part to actually make these was to get these ingots, because they require like a giant recipe and some nether stars. Not a big problem. You take one of these, you give it power. Well, actually, before giving it power, I found out the hard way. You put in the components that you want to craft. Then you shift click this bit here. Then you click it again so it's selected. Then after that you give it power, because as soon as you give it power, it starts auto-crafting. Whatever happens to be in here, it just goes for it. So let's say you like in this crafting table here, I needed to put in like iron, nether quartz, but I gave it power before. So as soon as I give it iron, this thing filled up with iron nuggets. It's crafting relatively fast. Nothing extraordinary, but it's decent. And yeah, I have 2 crafting tables crafting the 1K storage parts, like they're both here. They actually share a storage, so these things, they seem to just suck up items from whatever storage is above them. And in here I have drawers, like a 2x2 drawers, so 4 drawers in here that I just feed with an exporter from the storage system. And this drawer controller basically just like makes this autocrafting table see the exact same inventory as this autocrafting table. And then I just merge them together with pipe, and the output is sent to the next stage of processing. So this thing here, the drawers here, receive the 1K storage parts, and they actually get processors straight from this thing here. And yeah, they make the 4K storage parts. And the 4K storage parts go to the mechanical crafters because these bits I don't need to speed up. Unfortunately, I've been looking at quartz, and pretty much the only option I have for getting quartz that isn't just quarrying it or extending the basalt generator, the only real options we have is like bulk washing soul sand, but that just shifts the problem because I have no way of getting soul sand other than quarrying or some method that I don't want to use. And we can also do, I guess, alchemy, a block of quartz. That's actually, that's just a loss of mana. That's interesting. But this thing here, conjuration catalyst, can actually dupe things, but I don't think it is a good idea. So I've been looking at all the things here, and basically our only real option, we could actually, yeah, this is where the creative fluid tank could be used. I'm not gonna use it for this. I want to quarry the nether. So my plan right now is to basically prepare the nether quarry. We're not gonna do it in this episode because I kind of need to prepare quite a few things, but it will be in the next episode. So we're gonna end this one relatively short. We will make a nether quarry in the next episode. And I cut it relatively short today because one of the reasons is because I had that disk crash the other day, right? The one I've been talking about and with the 2 last episodes. And because of that, I lost my margin. And what I would have done when I had more margin of episodes is that basically the things that I have recorded this far, I would just put them away to the side and start with a nether quarry, and then show you this thing in the next episode when we actually finish crafting all these things. Now I don't have the margin, so we're gonna stop at 6 stacks of 64K storage parts. It's actually not bad. I need 100, so we're getting there, but I am saying that I will definitely run out of quartz. So thanks a lot for watching, and have a good, well, quartz shortage. Bye.